Good morning and welcome to Year 3 Maths with me, Miss Dowley. So let's start by writing the short date and underlining, and then writing the learning objectives. I know how to add lengths together and underlining. So for your first activity, can you cut out each ladder and then use your ruler to measure each ladder in centimetres, and then can you put them in order from shortest to longest? Pause whilst you have a try. So last week we learnt about measuring in centimetres and metres. Can you remember how many centimetres are in 1 metre? Yep, you're right, there's 100 centimetres in 1 metre. So just as a little activity, can you convert these measurements from metres and centimetres to centimetres? Pause whilst you have a go. How did you get on with it? So here are the answers. I just want to point out this one because this one might have been a trickier one, where it was 1 metre and 9 centimetres, because remember you need to put 0 in as a placeholder for the tens. So we're going to have a try at working out the problem below. I want to wrap 2 presents. The first present is 4 centimetres long and the second present is 5 centimetres long. How much wrapping paper will I need? Pause whilst you have a try. So how did you work it out? So let's have a look at this again. I want to wrap 2 presents. So the first present is 4 centimetres long, the second present is 5 centimetres long. So what I did was I added 4 and 5 together, which makes 9 centimetres. So in total, I'm going to need 9 centimetres of wrapping paper. Now, you might be able to work this out in your brain, but if you find it a bit trickier, you can use a number line to help. So here I put the biggest number first, okay? So I didn't need to count 5 because I know that there's 5 and I just counted on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that took me to 9. So try working out the following problems. What can you use to help you? So you may want to use your fingers, you might want to use some counters at home, you might want to use a number line. Have a go at these 4 problems. So how did you get on? So let's have a look at each one. So Layla has 5 centimetres of sellotape and Ruben has 7 centimetres of sellotape. How much sellotape have they got all together? So I started at 7 and I counted on 5, which brought me to 12. So the answer is 12 centimetres. Elliot ate 8 centimetres of licorice and Jaden ate 11 centimetres of licorice. How much licorice did they eat all together? So I put the biggest number first, so I started with 11, and then I counted on 8 steps on my number line and I got to 19. So the answer is 19 centimetres. So Ben's feet are 12 centimetres long, his brother's are 15 centimetres long. So I'm going to add those 2 numbers together. I'm going to start with the biggest number of 15 and I'm going to count along 12 till I get to 27. So the answer is 27 centimetres long. So Becky's bag is 13 centimetres long and Tom's bag is 12 centimetres long. How long are both bags in total? So again, we're going to add 12 and 13 together. I'm going to start at 13, but this time I've done something different. Instead of counting in steps of 1, I know that 12 is made up of a 10 and a 2. So I've started at 13 and I've jumped 10 to 23. And then I've counted on 2 to make my 12. And I get to 25. So the answer is 25 centimetres. When adding lengths together, we can use an empty number line to help us. So let's have a look at this problem. One coat is 30 centimetres long and the other is 55 centimetres long. We want to find out how long they are in total. I can use an empty number line to add both numbers together. So we can start at 55 and I'm going to add on 30. So I'm going to count in 3 steps of 10 because I know 30 is the same as 3 steps of 10. So here we go. So 65, 75, 85. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't take you right to the end, it's just that you're using a number line. So here we go. So I've gone 10, so that takes me to 65, 10 takes me to 75, and another 10 takes me to 85. So 55 centimetres and 30 centimetres is 85 centimetres. Use an empty number line to work out the following problems. So have a read of these and pause whilst you have a try. So how did you get on with solving the problems? Let's have a go together. So Zach makes a paper chain 60 centimetres long and Heidi makes a paper chain 27 centimetres long. How long is their paper chain in total? So I'm going to add 60 and 27 together. I'm going to start at 60 because it's the biggest number, and I'm going to count along 27. And I know that 27 is made up of 2 10s and 7 1s. So I'm going to go 10 to 70, 10 to 80, and then I'm going to count on 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I get to 87. So the next one, Freddie grows a sunflower 34 centimetres tall and Sky grows a sunflower 35 centimetres tall. How tall are the sunflowers all together? So I'm going to add 35 and 34. I'm going to start at 35 because it's the bigger number. I'm going to count on 34, which I know is made up of 3 10s and 4 1s. So let's have a go now. So I'm going to add 10 to 45, 10 to 55, 10 to 65, and then 4 steps. So 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. So the answer is 69 centimetres. Letty jumps a distance of 44 centimetres and Harvey jumps a distance of 37 centimetres. How far did they jump in total? So I'm going to add 44 and 37 together. I'm going to start at 44 because I know that that is the bigger number, and I'm going to count on 37, which is 3 steps of 10 and 7 1s. So here we go. So add 10, 54, add 10, 64, add 10, 74, and then I'm going to count on 7. So I'm going to go 74, so 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. So when I've counted on my 7 steps, I've actually gone through the 10s. So I've gone from 74, added my 7, and I've arrived at 81. How did you all do? So let's have a look at this problem. Ashley's bed is 1 metre and 10 centimetres long. His sister's bed is 60 centimetres long. How long are both beds in total? Pause whilst you try working this out. So how did you work it out? So Ashley's bed is 1 metre and 10 centimetres. Now we know that 1 metre and 10 centimetres we can change into just centimetres, and that would be 110 centimetres. I could then add 110 centimetres and 60 centimetres together using an empty number line, and I would get the answer 170. So let's check. I'm going to count on 60 from 110. So 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. So try these 2 problems below. Have a read and then pause whilst you have a try. So how did you do? So the washing machine is 1 metre and 30 centimetres and the fridge is 50 centimetres, and we want to find how long they are in total. So I changed 1 metre and 30 centimetres to 130 centimetres, and then I use my empty number line to add these together. So I started at 130 and I added on 50. So we go 10 to 140, 10 to 150, 10 to 160, 10 to 170, 10 to 180. This one ladder is 45 centimetres, the other ladder is 1 metre and 35. How long are both ladders in total? So again, I change 1 metre and 35 to 135 centimetres. I then use my empty number line to add 135 and 45 together. So here we go. So 135, so I'm going to add tens. So 145, 155, 165, 175, and then I've got that small 5 to add, which I can count in 5s because I've practiced that, which takes me to 180. Well done. I hope you enjoyed doing your measuring today. Thank you.